There are few things in bridge more fun than executing a deceptive play. Bluffing and deception, while huge in poker, are not often a part of bridge. In poker, there's just nothing more thrilling than winning a pot with a pure bluff. You can do almost anything to sway your opponent. You can say most anything you want. You can use physical actions like slamming your chips down on the table or placing them extra lightly down on the table. You can use timing delays. One of the most common moves that I used to see were amateurs acting like they were really weak when they had the nuts, or showing complete and total disinterest in a pot that they were still in. This was almost 100% tell. When you saw this, you knew that person had the nuts. In bridge, it's illegal to do any of these things. You can't even watch um, your opponent extract a card to try to figure out if he's extracting it, third one from the right. That's considered illegal in bridge. The one thing you can do is play a hand in such a way as to deceive the opponents as to the true layout of the hand. Now, this hand I played yesterday at the Denver Tech Center Bridge Club, and I was in the East chair, and I opened at three clubs. I'm not particularly fond of opening this three clubs. The vulnerability, favorable vulnerability, kind of convinced me to do it. I didn't like doing it mainly because I had three cards in each of the majors. And if my partner happens to have a five card major, we're probably not going to find that fit. But nonetheless, I love preempting, and so I opened three clubs. Passed around to my partner who has a pretty big hand. He certainly wants to bid game. Um, he's reluctant to bid three no trump because he doesn't have spades stopped. So he bids five clubs. Pass, pass, pass. And I get the eight of leads heart from South. Now, right away, I know the King of Hearts is on the right side because if South was leading from the King, he led from King 8 doubleton or King 8 tripleton, which he wouldn't do. And I'm a little afraid that it's a singleton, so I don't really want to take the finesse immediately. So there's a couple of lines of play here that might work. I have a lot of losers. I have maybe a club loser, no diamond losers. I have a heart loser, certainly. And I have three spade losers. And one of my spade losers could go on the long diamond. One of the spade losers could go on the long heart after I knock out the king. And also, the ace of spades may be on side, so I may only have one spade loser. So one spade loser and one heart loser, and at least I have a chance on this hand. Problem is that I know the moment I let North in with the King of Hearts, he's going to run spades through me, and if the ace is offside, I'm going to go down two tricks. I'm going to lose four tricks right away. That's assuming I don't lose club trick. So I definitely play the ace here. And first order of business is to pull trumps and I'm gonna play for the drop, and sure enough, it does drop. And now I can go in the regular mode of playing this hand, but I happened to spot a play that I had pulled on me 2 years ago, and I remember it to this day. It was a very similar situation as this. And it occurs to me that I can play a diamond to the ace and king and ditch my 10 of hearts. And then when I lead a small heart from dummy, North's going to be in a really tough position. It's going to look like I have a doubleton heart, and he doesn't want to go up with the king. He doesn't know where the jack is. And so he might just duck, and I might just get away with no heart losers. And so that's what I decide to do. Sometimes, even if it's not the best mathematical line of play, it's fun to do stuff like this because when it works, it is truly one of the most exhilarating feelings in bridge. So I decided to do it, whether it was mathematically correct or not. And then I played the king of diamonds and I pitched the 10 of hearts. And now I played a small heart to my hand. And notice that North, he doesn't know where the jack of hearts is. It doesn't look like his partner has the jack of hearts from his opening lead. But he conceivably could have led the middle heart from jack little little. And just a lot of people will lead that from the jack, whereas they wouldn't from the king, but they would possibly from the jack. So he's in a real quandary here, and he has to wonder if I have the jack of hearts, why I played the hand this way, because it wouldn't appear to make any sense. So after thinking for about 30 seconds, he ducks, and I put the jack of hearts on, knowing it's going to win. And I am so thrilled that I forget completely that I still have to make 5 clubs on this. But now, at least, if the ace of spades is on side, I'm home free because I can get to dummy with the jack of clubs and lead towards my king of spades and only lose 2 spades if the ace is on side. But there's no hurry in doing that. I have at least 2 spade losers, no matter where the ace is. So instead of leading a club to the jack, I decide to exit with a spade. And South goes up with the queen, and then inexplicably, he can get out with a diamond, but he doesn't choose to do so. He starts cashing his good tricks, and I score my king of spades, and I make my contract, which I should have been down 2 on all day long. And I felt like I had been waiting for 2 years to make this play. I don't know what this play is called or if it has a name. If it doesn't have a name, it should have a name. But I've only seen it done once before, and it was done to me. And at the time, it was in an online BBO tournament during the pandemic. And at the time, I absolutely felt I was in the defender's chair, and I absolutely felt like I had had my pocket picked. So I love the play then, even though it happened to me, and I've been waiting a long time to be able to do it. I was finally able to do that yesterday. So thanks for enjoying this with me, and I will see you all back here next time.